Hi, this is Randy. Aside from the fact that the narcissist is abusive, okay, you can even remove all of the nasty, underhanded, subtle, and not so subtle abuses. And what I still cannot wrap my mind around is the double life. The double life of a narcissist and those others that lead double lives. There's something so seriously wrong about that. My ex-husband, narcissist, presented a picture to the world. The picture was kind of it went kind of like this: college educated, great vocabulary, hard worker, talented in carpentry, creative, compassionate, good listener, wise in the area of relationships, a decent, varied amount of hobbies, relatively physically active, interested in politics, not OCD, high expectations of others, comes from a well-to-do family, great cook, physically attractive, but not overly done so. In other words, typical manly man, didn't dress flashy, actually dressed a little bit dumpy, but I saw it go downhill as he decompensated over the years. At the beginning, he actually dressed kind of preppy. That became really dumpy and dirty after a while. But at the beginning, and the general impression to the world was that this guy is just a normal guy. He drinks a little bit too much. He has a family, 4 kids. Like I said, hardworking, intelligent. Has this great life partner, me, on the side, who's very successful. So he must be doing something right. Pretty much, somebody who's got things together on the surface. Okay, the second double life part, when that was revealed to me, and believe me, I didn't stick around very long after it was revealed. I just stuck around long enough to see if he'd get help and try to figure out what kind of mental illness he had. And in my previous videos, I explained how he seemed to fit the criteria for at least 20 different mental illness diagnoses. So the other side, that double life that no one knew about, and I mean no one except me, and the only reason I knew about it is because I snooped. Still, no one to this day knows about it, and when I tell them, they don't believe me. they do not believe that this is a guy who puts a picture of himself on Craigslist. The picture looks like any other picture of any other dork that you'd see on a dating site who didn't even take any care before he took a selfie to make sure that his finger wasn't blurring part of the picture, or that it was focused, who didn't bother to smile, who didn't bother to comb his hair, who didn't bother to clean his glasses. That's what the picture he put on Craigslist looked like. Just like any of these other kind of dumpy guys that have one picture, they're not doing anything, it's just kind of in their dark house. It looks like it could be like in a basement, in a creepy, evil, it soaks, seeps of evilness seeps out just of the general picture. No smile, not doing any activity. Just kind of a close-up headshot. No pun intended, but there was also actually another pornographic shot of the genitals of the narcissist, and he was ejaculating. I hate to have to give you that visual, but I had to get it when I looked at a picture that he was sending out. Now, I was so mortified. I can't get that picture out of my head. That someone would take a picture of that and actually post it. And that not just anybody, but a man I was married to, and a man that had the kind of life that I said he had portrayed to everybody. It doesn't fit. I can't wrap my mind around it still to this day. All the abuse and everything, yeah, I get that part, but I don't get the double life part, where you're putting ads on Craigslist, you're answering ads, and you're also putting up ads. Ads on Craigslist that say, suck my big fat Italian blank, and I'll eat your big fat blank, and you can come over to my house. I live alone. I'm horny and hung. I'm fun to be with. We can smoke weed, and I'll make you dinner. And then seeing a response like that says, that'll be $60 for head and $100 for sex. And then him responding something like, okay, 10 o'clock a.m. then is good. It boggles my mind. And then to see the pictures of the people that he was actually doing this with. I had to see those pictures too, and they're just as bad with the female counterparts. Most were younger, so I guess they have a bit more of an excuse for the immaturity and the desperateness. And at least I guess they're the ones getting paid if you can, try to give them the benefit of the doubt in any way, which I don't, but yes, they're getting paid, but the narcissist didn't have to do that. He didn't have to do that. He was married. He could have gone so many other routes to get his needs met and to explore his self, whatever it was that wherever he has a hole or emptiness or a lack or anything, he could have worked on it. I mean, he had the perfect partner to help guide him in whatever direction he needed. Any kind of medication he might have needed needed any kind of therapy, he needed any books or self-help, any kind of activities, any ways of changing the thinking, I could have helped with that, and I would have helped with that, but I couldn't risk my own self humiliation anymore. That humiliation that was going on, and then the horrification, or that's not even a word, but being so horrified that he had this double life. And then I was so repulsed by seeing these pictures and by having to think of him as that other life. Just by the thought of it, I got the cooties, willies. I didn't want to touch him. I didn't love him anymore. I can't love something like that. I don't care who it is. I can't respect something like that. I can't agree to anything like that or compromise with some piece of shit like that.